Morning all. So this is Ware in Hertfordshire. Bit of a far cry from the chaos of London yesterday and Wembley. So from Wembley to Ware actually. Has a good ring to it. It's a strange name. Almost sounds Welsh, that does. Legan Avenue. Couldn't help but think of Jay from in between us when he sees Mr. Gilbert. And he says Waterside. So this building was from 1512. First shutdown building of the day. What's this? Blue Coat Yard. It's just down one of the side streets. Reminds me of Ashby de la Zouch in Leicestershire, this bit actually. Cracking view of eyes down that alleyway there, Water Row. And I think this must have been a pub, looking at this. The Crow, I'm guessing. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And I'm guessing this is another bank that's shut down here. Possibly. And this is the Punch House from 1811. And this building here was built in the 1300s, the Royal Oak. It was a Catholic church. And just in the bottom right you've got the most finished bookshop you'll ever see. Brewery tap comes under the Green King, and it's from 1509, this pub. We've got a double hatter here for New World Order stuff, so electric vehicles, which are obviously tied into social credit, controlling where you travel in the long run. And then to top it all off, we've got the perverse degenerates. Well, actually, I don't like saying that because I don't actually have anything against gay people, but it's the people that are pushing it that are the wrong uns, and the people who celebrate it really. Nothing more than useful idiots, because it's encouraging the decline of the human race is what it's all about. Because if everyone was gay, we wouldn't reproduce, would we? Anyway, that's some pretty flowers. Tell you what, if there's a bigger insult to the men who fought in them wars, then it's this. So you got one of them soldier silhouettes below the gay pride flag. Obviously June is gay pride month, we just had D-Day, so it's just an absolute insult, isn't it really? But as people like myself know, you know, it was all about fighting for that future. Obviously we didn't know that, but that is the case. Yeah, there's a nice traditional view to the church out there. I think there's a wedding going on here, looking at what I've just seen. Anyway. So apparently the bed was 11 by 11 feet, and used to go from in to in, and used to get taken apart as it went to different locations. I think it's at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London now though. So the commentary on there talking about Labour winning by a mass majority, which terrifyingly is going to be the case in about a month's time, possibly, unless Reform get in. Labour Party back then was completely different to what it is now, obviously.
The electorate had perhaps rejected a return to the class-based political divisions of the pre-war years. Victorious Labour candidate Herbert Morrison certainly agreed.
I personally have always thought that there was no necessary antagonism between Labour and what are known as the middle classes.
The new Prime Minister-to-be, Clement Attlee, expanded on his theme in his victory speech to the newsroom.
Little did I know what was coming. Obviously I was in Wembley yesterday, and it's been completely colonised. Little did I know. Anyway, I might as well give it a mention. The Maltings pub, just on the roundabout here, and that reminds me a bit of Alan Partridge with the Host House. We've gone for a weird goal net sort of theme for their D-Day commemorations. Not entirely sure why, but I suppose it's just because it holds everything up nicely. See, I think Hertfordshire's main industry, from what I've seen so far, was all about the malting. So it must be breweries, stuff like that. A good monument to it here by the church. Absolute hive of activity here. St George on the left, St Michael in the middle, St Alban on the right. Independent card shop, clock cards. Proper gone to town on this one. Gay pride and then some. You got kids going in there as well. So this must have been a Bell pub once upon a time, 1900. So I'm just on the side of the Waterside Inn now. That's a lovely view. Just down by the train station now. Some impressive artwork they've done. Built in 1843. This is Amwell House. Not sure about the history of it just yet. Built in 1750 for the Quaker port, John Scott and his father. So Georgian looking. And coming up on the Royal Oak pub. Like I said last week, it's to do with King Charles I hiding in an oak tree near Worcester, I think it was, in the English Civil War. Funny enough, I was photographing the Royal Oak in Ulster this time last week, so here I am again. Don't really need to comment on that, do I? Not the ideal lane to live on if you're a woman. And this is probably about the best view I'll get for this little canal with the trees at the top. Kind of tops it all off, really. Bit of a natural barrier there, so I'm minging that bit. Off we go. This is quite sad. I think there's a few of them that are without the mum, without the parent. Happy ending. There she is. And that's random. Anyone wants a kettle? Just off London Road. And one of the locals was just telling me about these gazebos that got along the canal, so come down to have a look before I move on. Yeah.
jade.upton@hotmail.co.uk.
Jade.Upton. Okay, so. It's got like a Cambridgeshire vibe, or Cambridge vibe, this has. And then Belle was obviously probably to do that wedding that was about to get ready earlier, but I'm not going to go and chase it down.